Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Letting go isn't a one-time thing. It's something you have to do every day, over and over again. Letting go doesn't mean that you don't care about someone anymore. It's just realizing that the only person you really have control over is yourself. Behind every adversity is an opportunity. If you lament over the adversity, you will miss the opportunity. Don't dwell on the things that are too late to fix, but I do my best to get life's lessons and put them into action. Never be ashamed. There's some who will hold it against you, but they are not worth bothering with. Think of each failure, each heartache, and each loss in your life as a lesson in courage and resilience. Accept yourself, love yourself, and keep moving forward. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. Make improvements, not excuses. Seek respect, not attention. Pursue what catches your heart, not what catches your eyes. Let the improvement of yourself keep you so busy that you have no time to criticize others. In this life, when you deny someone an apology, you will remember it at time you beg forgiveness. It's clearly easier to get the snake out of the sack than it is to shove it back. Knowing when to forgive yourself and correct yourself is a blessing. When something happens and it causes us pain, the pain is there to teach us a lesson. It is not so that we feel pain for the sake of pain. Be humble to those who praise you, pleasant to those who honor you, kind to those who cherish you, good to those who love you, and generous to those who adore you. We cannot change the past. We can only take action in the present and therefore change the future. Take chances, make mistakes. That's how you grow. Pain nourishes your courage. You have to fail in order to practice being brave. There are no passengers on spaceship Earth. We are all crew. Avoid doing the same you always do, or the day will feel like an incoming tide. Life is available only in the present. That is why we should walk in such a way that every step can bring us to the here and the now. In every success story, you will find someone who has made a courageous decision. Forget the past. Time doesn't heal emotional pain. You need to learn how to let go. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. Look at life through the windshield, not the rearview mirror. We cannot become what we need to by remaining what we are. People can be more forgiving than you can imagine, but you have to forgive yourself. Let go of what's bitter and move on. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Moving on is a simple thing. What it leaves behind is hard. You must make a decision that you are going to move on. It won't happen automatically. You will have to rise up and say, I don't care how hard this is. I don't care how disappointed I am. I'm not going to let this get the best of me. I'm moving on with my life. There are far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Sometimes moving on with the rest of your life starts with goodbye. The biggest lesson I had in my life was failure. You're never wrong if you love and help people. Life taught me love is risky. Death taught me to love even more. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. The one thing that I keep learning over and over again is that I don't know nothing. I mean, that's my life lesson. The universe is one great kindergarten for man. Everything that exists has brought with it its own peculiar lesson. My greatest life lesson has been that life can change in a second. This is why it's important to always live your best possible life and to do what you can for others. The biggest lesson I learned this year is to not force anything. Conversations, friendships, relationships, attention, love. Anything forced is just not worth fighting for. Whatever flows, flows. What crashes, crashes. Shortcuts make long delays. Mistakes are part of the dues one pays for a full life. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. The hardest thing to learn in life is which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn. Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. Mistakes are a part of being human. Appreciate your mistakes for what they are. Precious life lessons that can only be learned the hard way. Instead of worrying about what you cannot control, shift your energy to what you can create. The trouble is, if you don't spend your life yourself, other people spend it